looking between the glossy paper and what he can see of the design on the girl's back. It wouldn't be significant except that all but one of the girls have them. Different colors, different designs, but all the same in essentials. "You think he did that to them, sir?" asks one of the techs, watching the girl on the monitor. That camera is aimed from the other side of the interview room, showing an enlarged view of her face, her eyes closed, her breaths slow and deep. "I guess we'll find out." He doesn't like to make suppositions, especially when they know so little yet. This is one of the very few times in his career where what they found is so much worse than they could have envisioned. He's accustomed to thinking the worst. When a child goes missing, you work your ass off, but don't expect to find the poor thing alive at the end of it. Maybe you hope. You don't expect. He's seen bodies so small, it's a wonder there are even coffins to fit them. Seen children raped before they know the meaning of the word. But somehow, this case is so unexpected he isn't quite sure where his footing is. He doesn't even know how old she is. The doctors guessed 16 to 22, but that doesn't help him much. As young as 16, she should probably have a representative from Child Services, but they've already swarmed the hospital and made things difficult. They have valuable and necessary services to provide, but that doesn't get them out of his way. He tries to think of his daughters, what they would do if they were locked in a room like this girl. But none of them are this self-contained. Does that mean she's older? Or just that she's had more practice seeming unaffected? "Have we heard more from Eddison or Ramirez yet?" he asks the techs, not taking his eyes off the girl.
"Edison's on his way up. Ramirez is still at the hospital with the parents of the youngest girl,"
one of the women reports. Yvonne doesn't look at the girl in the room. Not even at the monitors. She has an infant daughter at home. Victor wonders if he should pull her off. This is only her first day back, but decides she'll say something if she can't handle it. She was the one who triggered the search?
"Only been gone a couple of days. Disappeared from the mall while shopping with her friends. They said she went out of the dressing room area to switch sizes and never came back."
One less person to find. They had taken pictures at the hospital of all the girls, even the ones who died en route or on arrival, and were running them through the missing persons database. It will take time for results to come up, though. When agents or doctors ask the ones in better shape for their names, they turn to look at this girl, clearly a leader among them, and most said nothing. A few seemed to think about it before dissolving into sobs that brought the nurses running. But not this girl in the interview room. When they asked her, she just turned away. As far as anyone can tell, this is one girl with no interest in being found. Which makes some of them wonder if she's a victim at all. Victor sighs and drains the last of his coffee, crushing the cup before tossing it in the trash bucket by the door. He'd prefer to wait for Ramirez. Another female in the room is always helpful in circumstances like this. Can he wait for her? There's no telling how long she'll be with the parents, or if other parents will flock to the hospital once the photos are released to the media. If they're released to the media, he amends with a frown. He hates that part. Hates plastering the pictures of victims across television screens and newspapers, so there's never a way for them to forget what happened to them. At least they can wait until they get the missing persons data. The door opens and slams shut again behind him. The room is soundproof, but the glass rattles slightly, and the girl sits up quickly, eyes narrowed at the mirror, and presumably the ones she has to know are behind it. Victor doesn't turn around. No one slams a door quite like Brandon Eddison. "Anything?" "They've matched a couple of fairly recent reports, and the parents are on their way. So far, it's all East Coast." Victor pulls the picture from the glass and puts it back into the pocket.